So I tried the Modern Warfare Alpha and I was pleasantly surprised with what was presented. Now to give you some background, I wasn't surprised because I'm not a fan of the Call of Duty series, but rather I'm a different kind of fan, and a less multiplayer focused one. I usually buy Call of Duty each year for the single player and the co-op modes. I see Call of Duty as the reliable, big, popcorn action movie style game that I know that I'll usually enjoy. Last year was the first year that I didn't buy a new Call of Duty. Black Ops 4 ditched the single player campaign and offered 2 multiplayer modes, and had the cooperative Zombies mode again. I used to be a big fan of Zombies, and I enjoyed how these were exclusive to the Treyarch games, giving the other branches opportunities to have other co-op modes, like the much-missed Spec Ops mode and the underrated Alien mode from Call of Duty Ghost. But many of the recent entries of Call of Duty included zombies, and I felt like it was getting oversaturated, and with Killing Floor 2 available on consoles, I had a different option, and in many ways, a better one. This new Modern Warfare says, like every Call of Duty each year, that it's trying to do something different, and I feel like from what they've presented with the trailers, along with this alpha, I think they may actually achieve this. Lastly, I haven't enjoyed multiplayer from a Call of Duty since Black Ops 1. When it comes to the multiplayer, I'm a casual fan, but this new Modern Warfare has really caught my attention. So with the alpha, you only get one mode. This mode is called Gunfight. Essentially, you have 2 teams of 2 pitted against each other in a small map. The match has a time limit of 40 seconds. You also start out with set weapons and equipment that change every 2 rounds. If the time is up, then the game goes into overtime and you need to try and capture a flag to be able to end the match. Gunfight does a good job of combining the frenetic action that you would expect from Call of Duty while also giving it some tactics. You can only die once in this mode, and you get several rounds before the other team or you wins. The rounds are quick and short, but the burst of excitement is very satisfying and most importantly, addictive. The variability of the weapons, changing every few rounds, definitely does a good job of changing things up. You might have a shotgun and that happens to be your preferred weapon, and then the next round you have a sniper rifle and you're not so good with it, so the game forces you to try new weapons and potentially get better. With the weapons changing, so does your tactics. You may want to try and stay back and pick enemies off, or if you have the pistol you can try to get up close. The same goes for the equipment. Some rounds you might have a claymore and you can use that to set up a trap. The urgency and intensity is there since you only have 1 life per round and the rounds end very fast. I do need to praise how the guns feel and sound as well. I have always enjoyed the controls and shooting in Call of Duty games, and here the guns feel like they have some more weight behind them. They feel more real and have appropriate impact to their shots. What I also like about Gunfight is how you have to play several rounds within a match. Even if you're losing, it's still really enjoyable because you're learning to use weapons better, along with being able to try to find ways to have the map work for you. Since the rounds are short, when you win a round you feel like you got a small victory, and that keeps you wanting to continually playing. I found myself getting less frustrated even when I lost because I knew the rounds were so short, and when I won, I got this jolt of excitement that I kept wanting to chase. I would highly recommend playing this mode with a friend, with a mic, so that you can coordinate together, because this will give you an advantage over someone playing with a random person. From someone who doesn't really play Call of Duty for the multiplayer and hasn't enjoyed the multiplayer since Black Ops 1, I'm really interested in the full multiplayer mode for this one. I really like what they have done here with Gunfight. If they can keep this quality throughout the rest of their modes, I think this game might impress us. If you have a PlayStation, then I would recommend you try out the alpha with a friend. You might find yourself enjoying it. I look forward to the full launch, and I hope that Infinity Ward gives us some more information on the return of Spec Ops with this new entry. And it's been too damn long since we've seen that mode, and I also hope that we see a similar mode to Modern Warfare 3's survival mode as well. Thank you very much for watching.